Hello, everybody. My name is Diana Levo-Posner, and I am the Principal Librarian, Associate Director of the Exploration and Creativity Department of the Los Angeles Public Library. And I'm here with my colleague, Terry Markson, the Senior Librarian for the Exploration and Creativity Department. Today, we are introducing the first of the LA Made programs for this fall. And also to let you know, this is a pre-festival event for the upcoming virtual Los Angeles Libros Festival that will be on Saturday, September 26th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out lapl.org/libros-fest, F-E-S-T, for the full day schedule and a list of amazing authors and performers. There's also a reading challenge as part of the Libros Festival. We hope everyone will join. You can go to the lapl.org/libros, L-I-B-R-O-S, -fest, F-E-S-T, /challenge for the information on how to sign up. Now, back to LA Made. LA Made focuses on the diverse landscape of Los Angeles, highlighting the immense artistic and performance talent that has developed in the course of our city's eclectic history. I would like to thank the National Endowment for the Humanities, our Library Foundation, and our behind-the-scenes staff for helping us bring these programs to you. Now, Terry.
So our next LA Made program will be on Thursday, October 1st at 4 p.m., and it will be featuring Shakespeare. All the world's a stage, and no one takes this more literally than Drag Queen Story Hours Pickle. It's time to grab a sequined curtain and learn a Shakespearean speech with a drag queen. Shakespeare can seem hard, but with this step-by-step workshop and a lot of hairspray, Pickle breaks it down so that anyone, and that means you, can perform a Shakespeare speech like a pro. All reading levels and experience levels are welcome. Never even heard of Shakespeare? Who cares? Let's have fun. And now I would like to introduce today's LA Made program. Today we welcome Inca, a Peruvian ensemble who will present an exciting and colorful introduction to the music of Peru, which we saw in the photos before the program, featuring songs and rhythms from Inca, Criollo, and Afro-Peruvian extraction on ethnic instruments, including woodwinds, strings, and percussion. Let's please welcome Guillermo from Inca.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Guillermo. Nice to have you here.
Glad to be here. I'm Guillermo Bordarampe. I'm the director of Inca, the Peruvian ensemble. We've been together since 1982. So that's like 38 years of artistic career here in the United States. We are based here in Los Angeles. And it's going to be a pleasure to share with you some of the songs and rhythms that we find in Peru, of all those extractions that Terry mentioned, you know, the native Incas, the Criollo Hispanic influence in the coastal areas, and also the African influence, the Afro-Peruvian style from towns and cities south of Lima, also on the coast. So without further ado, I guess, let's go to the music. Hope you enjoy it. I'll be here to answer some questions if you have some questions at the end of the program. Enjoy it. are Inca the Peruvian Ensemble, and we're going to share with you a little bit of music and the songs from Peru and the Andean region. This presentation is made possible in part with grants from the Cultural Affairs Department of the City of Los Angeles and the Los Angeles County Arts and Culture Department. So we hope that you enjoy all the songs that we're going to bring to you, and we're going to start with one of the most emblematic songs from the area of Cusco in Peru, called El Cóndor Pasa.
was a song called El Condor Pasa. Now we're going to go deeper into the mountains of the Andes, and we're going to play a song called Tempestad in the rhythm of Carnavalito. Dele, maestro. Now we're going to play a song called Ojos Azules, and also Ojos Azules utilizes all the different pan flutes, the Malta size, the Pasto size, and also the Toyos. And Toyos in Quechua, they're usually called the Hilacatas, this kind of size of Toyo, because they're the big chiefs. In Quechua, big chief is Hilacata. And this is a song called Ojos Azules. Our friend Gino is a specialist in percussive instruments of Peru. And the next instrument is an instrument that is usually played with flamenco music in Spain. But of course, the Spanish brought it down to the Americas, especially to the region of the Andes in Peru. But they have a very specific and particular way of playing this instrument in Peru. Castañuelas al estilo peruano. Now we're going to go back to the coast of Peru and we're going to play a rhythm of festejo, and the song is called El Guaranguito. Maestro! Part of Argentina with a song called El Humahuaqueño, otherwise known as El Carnavalito. And this fascinating story about this song is that the person that was commissioned to compose the song for this beautiful valley, a quebrada is a valley in English, so the composer never saw this valley, and he used his imagination to create this wonderful melody and song, El Humahuaqueño. Maestro. perform a song called El Chuña Quiteño. Maestro. Now we're gonna finish with a song called Tarpuy. Tarpuy is a rhythm, it's a mixture of rhythm, it's a very modern kind of composition, and this is what the young kids are coming up, well, the young kids a few years ago, and this is a rhythm of between Huayno and San Juanito. Con ustedes, Tarpuy. much. I hope that you enjoyed some of the music from Peru that we brought to you, thanks to, as I mentioned before, the grants in part from the Cultural Affairs Department of the City of Los Angeles, and also the Department of Arts and Culture from the Los Angeles County. And I would like to, before saying goodbye, to introduce the members of Inca that joined us today. We have on lead guitar, Mr. Victor Vento from Lima, Peru. On percussion and vocals, also from Lima, Peru, Mr. Gino Gamboa. From Mexico, on charango, Mr. Rodrigo Rodriguez, better known as Rojo. And all the woodwinds and some of the introductions from El Salvador, Mr. Antonio Flores. My name is Guillermo, I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Thank you very much, hope to see you very soon. Stay safe, wear your masks. The sooner we get rid of the thing, better for all of us. So, see you soon, take care, bye-bye.
That was so wonderful.
Amazing.
Yay.
Bravo. And there were some amazing comments.
We did it.
Yes. People loved it.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad people enjoyed it.
So,
We had
Diane,
a
did
good
you
time
want to
doing
read
it.
some of the comments?
sure, let's read some of them. I'm gonna put my lovely glasses on. And thank you so much, LAPL and Inca, for the exciting program. That was from Gloria Gomez. And we got a lot of thumbs up from people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And some dancers,
Yeah.
emojis. Bravo from Sonia Conrad. Hola from Andy Garval. And Gilberto R. Esa guitarra maestro. All right. Juanita, sorry. Beautiful. We're enjoying hearing the music again, because I think all of us have missed being able to see music in person. And this is, a great way for us to try to connect with people virtually. I do want to mention that Guillermo is going to be also featured in some of our branch programs. And Guillermo can probably mention some of the branches he'll be working with. And people can get a Zoom link to attend those programs, I believe. Right, Guillermo?
That's correct. We have programs at the North Hollywood Branch Library coming up, Palms Rancho Park, and Lincoln Heights branch, and then a couple hours that I don't remember off the top of my head right now. But usually I post on Inca's Facebook page. I post those events like a few days before they happen. No, so
And
it's
you can
great.
check our online calendar at lapl.org and on the online calendar. And I believe it would be just under, well, you could try just type in Inca or music as a subject.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll try that. Thank you.
And all the people watching.
And you play everywhere, don't you?
Yes.
I mean, obviously pre-COVID, but
yes, indeed. Well, we toured a lot, way back when we started. Our first performance was in September 1982 at the defunct festival, the LA Street Scene Festival, which was a great festival, a great event. It went on for many years until there were kind of some irregularities with the money, as usual. I guess some of the organizers were not spending the money what they said they were going to spend it, and they were going to Hawaii or something.
Oh no.
So yeah, but it was a pity, And then after that, we started doing a lot of presentations through different programs, like the LA Unified School District had a great program called Intergroup Cultural Awareness Program called ICAP, and they would book us for like maybe 2 or 3 months solid. And we would go to all the LA Unified schools doing like maybe 3-4 shows per day. And they were using
Wonderful.
Title I money in order to fund those artists, which was great, for the schools and the kids. And then performing trio also, which no longer exists. Now we are doing programs through the music center on tour. They book us at the schools. And then usually for libraries and senior citizen centers, we use grants, from the county and from the city. We also got some money from the California Community Foundation for several years, and also the California Arts Council used to have a touring grant before that used to pay whoever booked Inca, or not only Inca, different artists. They would pay up to 50% of our budget. So it made it a lot easier for like arts councils, like in remote areas of the state of California, to book entertainment like Inca and other performers. So we went to like Eureka, Amador County, Davis, South Lake.
Wow.
I mean, we did a lot of tours. Usually we would go and do like 1 week of school performances, and then I would fly in or bus in the rest of the couple more musicians and dancers, and we would do usually 1 or 2 concerts at the theater during the weekend. So it was great, but unfortunately,
how wonderful that
those
so many
grants
kids.
dried up.
How wonderful that so many children were exposed to the music.
Yes, and I think it's great, for the Latino kids, in general. I mean, to see some of the similarities, that the music of the countries where their parents came from has, and also some of the differences, that because I mean, all the countries south of the border are not the same, So
Right.
there's a lot
That
of
was something I wanted to ask. That was something I wanted to ask you: is what in the music that you were playing, do you think makes it distinctly Peruvian? Is there something, is there some specific instrument or a specific kind of sound?
There are several instruments and sounds. Obviously that little guitar or guitar-like instrument, I have one here. It's this little guy. It's called charango, and usually, or let's say originally, was made out of the shell of the armadillo. Now and later on we came up with a vegetarian version made out of wood. So we let the little armadillos run freely on the Andes, and so it's a win-win situation. Plus the instruments are better because they last longer. The armadillo has these rings, on the shell, and they have a membrane that kind of links them together. And usually with the weather, changes in weather and humidity, they tend to dry up and they crack. So these are a lot more stable and durable, which is great. And
it looks
also
very similar to a ukulele, but obviously the shape is different because of the hollowness.
Yeah, and also it has double strings, that so it's like 5 double strings, and the tuning is kind of funny, so that's a very distinguishable sound from the Andes. Not only in Peru, but I would say probably northern Argentina, northern Chile, Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, they use the charango. Mainly in all the music that you find in the mountains, which is more like the native influenced music. And then also the flutes or the woodwinds, the pipes, like these ones here. I have a couple here too, they are, this is like the Tamponia, they have like 2 rows of bamboo, and just blowing across. Or this one is called rondador. It's more from Ecuador. Those are very traditional sounds from the Andes, and also the quena, which is the little bamboo flute that Antonio, the woodwind player, was using in many of the songs. The tricky thing about the quena is that it doesn't have like an embouchure, a mouthpiece. it has like a little notch at the end, and you have to blow at the right angle in order to produce the sound. So those are all native instruments, and then the other instrument that became very recognizable is the cajon, the percussion instrument that it's from African origin, and it was developed by the Black people in Peru. And then we use it also for the Criollo, the Hispanic influenced music. And then it became sort of very popular, and now they use it like in rumba flamenca and in a lot of world music and fusion type of music. They use the cajon. It has become a pretty ubiquitous percussion instrument, worldwide.
Wow. So to keep the music going, are there a lot of children do you teach any young children or school-age children or teens? Or do adults come to it?
Personally, no. I used to teach, but not any longer. But some of the other members, like Rodrigo, has a lot of students. He played the charango, the little instrument. Victor, the guitar player, also has students. And Gino Gamboa, the percussionist, he has also percussion students. And he also has his own company because he designs and crafts a lot of these percussion instruments, like cajones. It's another one, a smaller one called cajita. A lot of these Afro-Peruvian percussion instruments.
Right. Well, I do remember when I got to go to Lima, Peru, everywhere I went, most like in the farmer's market type of places, they sold, they had the flutes.
That's right.
And then, of course, for tourists, they have them on keychains or pins or earrings.
Yes. Yeah, usually, I mean, the ones that you find in those type of settings are not the most professional instruments. Right. There is a group in Bolivia called Los Jarcas, Kjarkas. They are very good. They've been around for many, many years, and they craft a lot of woodwinds. And they are really professional, great instruments. Plus, there are some other luthiers, that make these instruments.
Beautiful. Has any other questions come in? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Comments that we've talked about how the Peruvian music does have some African rhythms and the Peruvian folklore connection. And
the nice thing, I mean, one of the interesting things I found, especially in Peru, is the variety of styles that you find because of all those ethnic backgrounds that we have. We have sort of the native in the mountains, then all the Hispanic in the coastal areas, the African in the south, and then also in the jungle area, in the Amazon jungle area, have a completely different style of music, which is more percussion and flutes. So that creates a very unique experience, and I think when we expose the children here also, and we talk about that when we do the presentations, how we can all, I mean, by sharing and enjoying each other's background and ethnicities and what the other people have to offer artistically and culturally, it's like we are enriching our own lives, and we can all share and embrace each other instead of having to, all the time. I mean, no one is better than the other. I mean, everything is valid and valuable. And I think if we would have more of that, and LA is a great example of that. I mean, all the different backgrounds and ethnicities that we find here in Los Angeles, I mean, it's great. You can go to Greek food, you can go to Mexican food, you can go to like a Brazilian barbecue, Argentine barbecue, Korean, Chinese, Japanese. I mean, you name it, we have it. So it's great. It's great to really enjoy each other's culture and share them.
Yes, totally agree. And the library is the best place to go, because if you need information on countries such as Peru or any of the other countries Guillermo mentioned, you'd find it at the library.
That's and you could download
great
systems. It's a great
It does
system.
look like we got a question about when you're going to be performing. So I think maybe even in Spanish, we can explain that all your upcoming performances will be virtual.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Since we
Live
can't.
performance, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
It was for the
Hopefully
Valley
soon,
de San
no?
Fernando. So that's not one of ours. But yeah, Inca va a tener programas en la biblioteca y si quieren información pueden ir al lapl.org para información.
Yeah, I'm trying to set up another virtual program with the Encino Tarzana library too, you know, with Shukufu, Mostaset. I mean, we've been doing programs with her for many, many years. So hopefully we'll do another one.
Yes, it's
wonderful.
Yes. We want to make sure we remind everyone to join us on September 26th for the Libros Festival. So, of course, Guillermo and Inca are invited to check it out, too. It'll start at 10. We'll have some music starting at 9:50, I believe, in the morning. And it's going to be amazing. Lots of amazing authors. I'll be there. I get to interview one of the YA authors, two of the YA authors. And there'll be some arts and crafts. Go ahead, Terry.
Oh, I was just going to say, and make sure you sign up for the Libros Challenge. So it's simple to do, and you could be entered into a drawing to win a free book. So that's just check out lapl.org. Look at the Libros page, and there's a tab for the challenge. And it's simple and fun to do.
And we'll see everyone at our next LA Made, which is October the 1st. With Shakespeare and Pickle. So we invite everyone to join us then. And we hope everybody has a great
Guillermo.
Thank you, Guillermo and Inca. We love you.
Have a good one. Stay safe.
Bravo.
De nada. Fue un placer.